To throw again on second down. Jackson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He tried to do it himself but couldn't find his way to the marker. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. And Dalton to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson,
57 yards.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. Now Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Jackson.
That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Dalton. Dancing to his left.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. Operating from the gun. Dalton.
This one taken in by Olave.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
41 yards.
and the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Again, Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Dalton, 1st and 10.
Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these 2 sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points,
This is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
From the 41, Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. The slot man in motion right. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Room here to run.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Dalton operating in the red zone now.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw again is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down. Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First and 10 for Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And Thomas has it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And he stopped immediately there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. While you forced turnovers, you didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners.